ice and snow blanketed roads in Kansas on Tuesday. Kansas Highway Patrol say a multi-vehicle crash killed one person while 6 others were injured, including 2 children. Officials also closed parts of Interstate 70 for a few hours because of several other crashes. Some areas of Kansas reported up to 9 inches of snow. And like I mentioned in the first forecast, that was the system that we were tracking for our Wednesday that ended up taking that major push to the south and east and left us with the very little snow that we got. While we weren't looking at 9 inches of accumulation, we were looking at a multiple inch scenario with strong winds contributing to blowing snow, which would have left us with those near whiteout conditions across the heartland. So thankfully, Mother Nature decided to just take all that snow and push it somewhere else, and now we're left with the colder weather that is sitting out over the heartland, including these wind chill values dropping into the upper teens for the coldest of us. Like it feels like 16 degrees in Ottumwa, 17 in Centerville, 19 in Kirksville, and in the low 20s elsewhere. So make sure you're layering up and bundling up and be ready for strong winds throughout the day today to contribute to wind chill values down into the 20s, while air temperatures actually rise into the 30s. But as the day gets started, as the kids are heading out the door, you're going to look at plentiful cloud cover, but eventually some of the sunshine will start to poke its way on through and then really start to push on in for the afternoon hours. So as you're getting the kids out the door, make sure they're bundling up, layering up. Wind speeds out of the north-northwest, gusts between about 20 to just over 25 miles an hour. But the eventual high temperatures will be reaching there into the mid 30s for a lot of the heartland. Looking at wind chill values, though, still at times dropping there down towards the mid and lower 20s thanks to those very strong winds. So you'll need to stay bundled up, need to stay layered up, but we will be looking at some changes here coming up in the short term, which will have us back to some more seasonal, some typical like conditions for the end of our work week, especially as here's that real cold air that's settling over the heartland today. It is just following that storm system. That storm system is now going to be New England's problem as it goes throughout today into Thursday, and then behind it, the colder weather that we are getting today will transition across the Great Lakes region and then out into New England by Friday, while we focus in on the warmer weather that, as you can see, is going to ride the jet stream and work its way into the heartland as we go from Friday into Saturday. So how warm will it be? Well, we may wake up on a chilly note with temperatures in the low 20s, but take a look at those afternoon highs. March is moving on in here, a very spring-like forecast. And I know as a kid growing up, it's looking like March is moving in like a lamb. So that could mean, will March end like a lion? Well, we're actually looking at some precipitation chances moving in pretty quickly as we get started with the month of March. But Saturday, absolutely gorgeous looking day. Sunshine, 52 degrees. Sunday, sunny skies, partly sunny skies, temperatures possibly even a little bit warmer into the mid 50s, but then there's that precipitation chance returning to the heartland as we end our Sunday and then get started with the first full work week of March. So unfortunately, while it does look like the month as a whole will start like a lamb with an absolutely gorgeous Saturday and then a very warm Sunday, well, sadly, we are going to be looking at precipitation chances definitely moving on in as we move forward to Monday. Right now, there is some uncertainty with the track, but there is that possibility of bringing in some rainfall here for the heartland over the course of Sunday and Monday's forecast. But we'll need to keep an eye on how that system is going to change and whether or not it will push off to the south, much like this last system did. But keep an eye on our updates and we'll keep you all informed about it. So let's go ahead, though, send it back over to Ella.